This is a story about my Vespa, less than a year old when it started getting rust, and now it's the middle of May. I don't know how this video is going to end, but it's 8 months after I first talked about the fact that there was a problem with the dealer and Piaggio, and it's still rusty underneath. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. If you've had any problems with rust, you might find it interesting or useful, or if you're thinking about it, or if you've had any problems with Vespa or the Piaggio or the dealer not helping you, maybe this will be of interest. This is the scooter. Now, I'd done less than 1,400 miles on it back in September 2018. It's now May 2019, so nearly 8 months later. I noticed that there was a little bit of rust underneath starting to form, and it looked like this. And the thing is, that was really disappointing because I've really looked after this. I've done less than 1,400 miles, like I said, and basically, apparently, it turns out this is a problem that happens with a lot of GTSs. This is a Primavera, but it also happened with this. Looks really nice on the front, doesn't it? And the top and the back and the sides, but underneath, going rusty after less than 1,400 miles. Now, in case you're wondering, it's kept in the dry, and I only ever got it wet once, apart from when I'm washing it, which is most of the time I took it out. And the one time it got wet, I actually went home and I dried it off before it was kept in the dry. So when I went back to the dealers, they said, oh yeah, we'll have to have a look at it. And they had a look and they said, well, yeah, it does look like it's a bit funny. The fact of the matter is, the paint's bubbling up. You can see for yourself when you have a look. So at this point, the dealer said that they'd sort it out and they'd get onto Piaggio and get a warranty claim put in for it because it should be covered under the warranty. They did tell me that apparently the factory say, well, you know, it's just British roads. But the truth is, this has been kept in the dry the whole time. It's been looked after really, really well, and it's only been ridden for pleasure. So it shouldn't be going rusty. It's not a car from the 1970s, is it? I don't want to name the dealer because I'm not sure whether the dealers are ones responsible for this, although obviously they haven't really helped very much, have they? It's been 8 months and I still don't know what's going on. But Piaggio haven't been particularly helpful either. No one's been helpful. So the point is, if you see any rust like this, there's no point in not doing anything about it or being fobbed off. I'm 8 months in. I don't know how this story's going to end, but trust me, I'm going to keep on chasing it. I've had numerous emails, phone calls to both Piaggio and to the dealer, and basically I keep getting fobbed off every single time, but I'm not going to give up because there's no way that a Vespa, beautiful Vespa, should be going rusty. I mean, look at it, look, there's rusty bits there. Apparently it's fine for the stuff to come off the exhaust, all of that's okay. But underneath, that's just not acceptable, is it? Let's face it. What'll happen? Who knows? So like I say, it's May. I've chased the dealer so many times, they don't even bother to reply to any of my emails, to be honest with you. I think they've given up. They'd sell me a new one. We've been in about half a dozen times, me and my other half, and she kind of wants this sorted out a little bit more than me, in slightly more rude a way. But I'm just trying to be nice about it. I don't want to be horrible, but I'm not going to give up until it's sorted out. So let's see what happens. Fast forward to the future. Okay, so I'm really glad that I started documenting this now. I probably should have started it 8 months ago when this all kicked off. But Piaggio have been back in touch with me and they wanted to check that I had to actually put a claim in, a warranty claim for the paint, because it turns out when I went to the dealer the first time 8 months ago, they said, oh yeah, the shop also needs doing, and they put a claim in for that. But it turns out they didn't, according to Piaggio, put the claim in for the paint. So every time I've been back to the dealer, every time that I've emailed them, and they've been just fobbing me off on the paint for some bizarre reason, because it's not like they pay for it. Piaggio would pay for it anyway, under the warranty. They haven't actually bothered to do anything about it. So Piaggio have asked me to leave it with them and let them contact the dealer, and I've already sent them a load of pictures, so I'd be very surprised if they come back to me and ask me to go to the dealer yet again, because it turns out that every time I've been to the dealer and they've looked at it and they've told me things like, oh yeah, we're just trying to progress it with them, they can be a bit of a problem. According to Piaggio, the dealer haven't actually even put the warranty claim in. So watch this space, let's see what happens. So it's the 15th of May. I'm going to start telling you dates now. It's easier to do this, isn't it? Because actually it looks like something's happening. Good afternoon, this is an email from Piaggio. Please accept our apologies for the delay. It's only been 8 months. I can assure there's been some back and forth with the factory in the background, along with discussions with the dealer. I don't know why those discussions didn't happen 8 months ago, but possibly because the dealer didn't actually put the claim in for the warranty. The claim for repair has now been approved
So it looks like finally something's going to happen. Our technical team will be contacting the dealer to make them aware, and in turn I'm sure they will contact you to arrange for the vehicle to be returned to the dealership for the work to be carried out. Kind regards. So looks like they've actually approved it. So it's the 26th of June and I've just pulled over. I'm just about to drop the scooter off at the dealers. As you can see, it's looking really good, apart from the rust obviously that's still there. So I'm going to drop it off at the dealers now, and then hopefully sooner rather than later it will get sorted out and it won't have this rust anymore, and it'll only have taken 9 or 10 months, that's all.
It's back. It's an absolute miracle. 15th of July, so this started in September and it's been resprayed. They've done that whatever pebble dash underneath it is, that means that hopefully now it shouldn't ever go wrong again. So a couple of things that I found out. One is, although the dealer haven't really chased things up for me, it turns out that the big problem has been Piaggio all along, because they in fact have been denying the claim, and they denied it several times because I've seen it. I've seen their emails, and the reason they denied it was because they said the customer had been misusing the vehicle. Take a look at this. It's absolutely immaculate. Like I said, never been out in the rim and rain and it wasn't misused at all. So basically they think that I misused it. So what did they think I was doing? Off-road? So the important thing is that I just want to say I got this and I didn't know about all the rust. You may know all about Vespa rust problems, or you may not. If you do know about it, don't give up if you can. And if you didn't know about it, I hope this helps. But the key is, it's taken me 10 months now to get this sorted. But don't give up. You've paid a lot of money for a new vehicle and it shouldn't be going rusty. They can't give you any of this flim flam. They don't seem to want flim flam. Yeah, I said flim flam. They don't want you to actually use it. It's your Vespa, you can use it, you can ride it, and if the paint goes wrong, make sure that you chase it up. Don't give up, because I think they were just counting on me giving up, but I wasn't going to give up. It's all been fixed and now I'm going to go ride. Thanks for watching.